Here's a quick flow to help with your hip pain or lateral knee pain. First, by trigger pointing your outer hip, that should release some tension that feeds into your IT band. And then you can dive down into your calves and rotate to the outside part of the calves with the tennis ball and just kind of light things up a little bit. And then you can pivot to a roller to iron things out. Again, we don't need to spend too much time here. Just get things moving a little bit to generate blood flow. And then I would lay on your side, put the roller between your knees and work on some external rotations of the hip. It can help open up the adductors as well. Now we're gonna lay on our back and do some supine internal rotations. Really focus on stretching that outer right hip here while keeping that right shoulder pinned on the ground. And then you can turn into some thoracic twists where you're pulling your knee across your body. Again, right shoulder pinned down, and then push your knee back to the starting position. And then we'll do a little glute activation with some single leg bridges. You can alternate here, or you can just do some smooth hip thrusts. Work on stretching your hip flexors by squeezing your glutes. And then we can start moving around with some ankle mobility with one foot on the bench or a chair or a couch or a bed. Slide the hips back to feel a hamstring stretch. Use your hands for support. And then push your knee forward, keeping the heel down to stretch that lower calf and Achilles area. And then just kind of rock back and forth, working on that range of motion. Keep that back foot stable as well and keep the hips even. And again, your heel down. Now we're going half kneeling knee to wall mobility where that back glute is firing. So my right glute is squeezing tight. And then I'm pushing my knee towards the wall while keeping my left heel down to increase ankle mobility and range of motion. And you're also going to feel a nice stretch in the back of that left calf. And then here we have a TFL and IT band stretch and a split stance, a narrow split stance. I'm putting my right foot directly behind my left foot. And then I'm sliding into my right hip and squeezing that right glute. So I'm loading that right hip as much as possible. And then as I reach up and over my body, I'm feeling a stretch in the right side, the lateral part of the hip, as well as my torso, which is a good thing. So play around with that. And then you can go child's pose on the roller. You can kind of put one arm on the roller and rotate to one side, stretching out your lat as you roll forward and back just a little bit. And remember, the lats span from the shoulder to the hip, so it's always good to roll and stretch out your lats as well.